Watching Coach Nick Saban since 2007, one thing you learn about this man is that number one, he loves Debbie Cakes. Number two, he has no social media. And number three, he will use the media to send a message to his players and to the fans. And after they came off this struggle win versus USF, and now he's named the quarterback for the Ole Miss game, the first SEC game of the season, I've just got to wonder, has Nick Saban sent a very, very strong message again to his players and also to the fans? This is why I'm asking. Every game this season, Coach Saban has made us wait until pretty much kickoff until we find out who the starting quarterback was going to be. But after that struggle on Sunday, he was like, hey, Jalen Milroe is our guy. That was unprecedented for him this season to come out so fast and say that. Especially after a game where Jalen Milroe didn't even play. You had Buchner getting the start and then Simpson playing most of the second half. Now, he doesn't have social media, but it's hard to believe that the people around him, his daughter who's a big fan, and just his universe, it's hard to believe that he didn't catch wind of what everybody seemed to be saying about Jalen Milroe after the Texas loss. And for the most part, it wasn't good. A lot of people wanted Milroe to be benched. Some people were telling them to jump in the portal. Like, they were really going in on this kid. But he went with two other quarterbacks. And now that a little time has passed, y'all, I can't rule out the fact that Nick Saban was teaching the fans and the pundits and everybody a lesson. Like, here's the deal. In my humble opinion, Nick Saban's greatest assets, his talents, is not just the on game day, on the field coaching. No, he's great at X's and O's, but I believe his talent is recruiting and evaluating talent and motivating. With that being said, he's such a great recruiter of talent, not only players, but also assistant coaches, that if he felt that Jalen Milroe was the starter, you got to go with that, okay? Sometimes you just got to trust this man. And I think everybody was coming down hard on Milroe, but I think he took that as a slight. He said, hey, I know what I see at practice. I know what I see when I'm evaluating this guy. But you know what? If y'all want to see what the other two can do, here you go. There you go. And he put him right out there on the road in the rain versus South Florida. And I think the whole world saw how disappointing of a game that was. And Nick Saban, he was never stressed. He was like, listen, I know what I see. So all you couch coaches and everybody, just trust me. We're going to go with our guy. So as soon as the game was over, next day, he went with his guy and he said Jalen Milroe is the starter. Since Coach Saban has arrived on campus, all he's ever talked and preached about is the process. I believe that he's still within the process, and the process is ongoing. While everybody else is looking at the results or the scores, he's always said, don't focus on that. Just worry about what it takes to be successful. And I think that's what he's focused on, what it takes for this team in 2023 to be successful. He also took out time recently to squash the retirement rumors. Listen, I don't know why everybody's trying to count pop out, but he seems to be showing us, look, I got this, okay? Just hold tight. I'm going to show y'all that I'm still the guy, and there's a reason that I have a statue at the job that I currently hold. And I don't want to get into a prediction of what Bama is going to do from here on out, but I will give you a best and worst case scenario. Best case, man, they get back to old Bama form, which everybody's talking about. They punch these next couple opponents in the mouth and beat them convincingly. And then the national narrative around Coach Saban and this Bama team goes back to what it used to be. Worst case scenario, they come out, lay another dud. They lose a few of the next games, and then we're going to have a serious talk. Yeah, I have to fire the camera up and make another video. That's worst case scenario. But everybody will be watching, and all I can encourage everybody to do is trust the process, trust Coach Saban, trust that he has some kind of plan. But what do you think? As always, let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear from you.